am now back from Cyprus. I was there for about over 3 weeks at the Transference Healing Mystery School. I am now back and we are about to enter into new moon in Taurus. Obviously we have been in this really intense eclipse portal. I'm sure all of us have been feeling it. I know I definitely have been feeling this eclipse energy, because the eclipse energy is like a destiny accelerator. But also, personally, what I've found anyway in the last 5 days is like there's been so much, like the solar flares, the electromagnetic energy has been so intense. And for me, my body tends to respond, it just kind of gets very tired. So I have been absolutely exhausted on these last 5 days or so. And so I just actually wanted just to speak a little bit about that, and just to say that the best thing you can do, and I find the best thing for me, is literally just to rest. If you have space in your life where you can rest, then I would highly recommend that. I would also recommend trying to stay in your heart as much as possible whilst you're feeling any intensity and any extreme tiredness. And not to go too much into your head trying to work it out. The insights and the understands will come later through actually integrating the energy as it comes through, integrating those codes as they come through. So really trying to stay in the heart. And I would also suggest trying to get out into nature as much as you possibly can. Maybe doing just grounding, walking barefoot if you can. It's spring here in the UK. Things are starting to warm up a bit. So I've just started to do a little bit of walking barefoot on the earth. But just being out in nature in general is really supportive. What's happening is these light codes are coming through, and they're trying to anchor into your physical body, literally trying to ground in. So that's why slowing down, taking it easy, not being in your head, because a lot of the integration process actually just happens through the heart. So you might find you're quite emotional as well at times, and that's because those light codes are trying to get through your emotional body, but they also have to get through your physical body as well. So really, it's just trusting your intuition. Whatever you're guided to do to support yourself, just go with the flow. It is just very intense. It just is. And sometimes I feel we just have to be accepting of that. Like, I've got a ton of things to do. We've got our trainings here on the land. Thank God I've got the boys here supporting. They've been working so hard to get everything really, let's go and have a look at these beautiful ducks. I want to show you our new pond and the ducks we've got here. Thank goodness I've got the boys. I feel very blessed to have them supporting me to get this land ready for all our beautiful visitors. We've got people, flying in, and we're going to have. So I think we have 5-6 days in total, and I'll be doing Beyond Doorways 1, Beyond Doorways 2, Animal Magic, and also teaching fundamentals as well here on the land. And they've just been getting everything ready for that, for everybody. And it's just, I just think having the land and being able to connect to the land when you're doing energy work is so nurturing and so supportive. So I know the grid here is going to support everyone who comes and trains here with me. And it's actually really interesting that, because when I tuned in as to when I was going to facilitate these trainings, all I knew is that I couldn't do them at the beginning of May because I was going to be in Cyprus. But apart from that, it just went with the flow of what felt right, and in terms of my, other things I had going on. Can you see the beautiful black ducks there? And they're gorgeous. We've got 3 of them there. And we've got some babies actually that have come, and we've got a whole new, another batch coming. Literally, I think when we have everyone here, hopefully the new ducklings will arrive. But we've already got 2 new ducklings, but we are due a whole lot more as well. It's just going to be really lovely. So yes, I do find that, with any energy work, getting out onto the land, go in sacred sites if you feel drawn to go in sacred sites, but just being out in nature on the land is so supportive of that integration process. So we have got the new moon in Taurus coming up, 19th, 20th. I'm actually going to be facilitating the transference healing, group healing on the 20th, because I am facilitating a training on the Friday. So I'll be doing a live healing on the Saturday the 20th at 11 o'clock BST, British Summer Time. And I've already started tuning in to what's going on there, and tuning in with some of the energies that we'll be working with. And it's so interesting because they really tie up with what's going on astrologically. So let's just talk a little bit about that. What's going on? So we've got this new moon coming up, and it's in Taurus. So a lot of it is around, and I feel this has been coming up anyway in general, around self-worth, value. Because when you look at Taurian energies, there's a lot around value, what you value, a lot around security, finances, food, agriculture, what you enjoy, the pleasures in life, and also not only the wealth and prosperity, but also looking at, when we talk about Taurus, what makes you feel secure, stable. And so it's a new moon is always a great time to set your intentions. So I would highly recommend that. But we've also got this new moon occurring over, we've got this fixed grand cross, which is creating a little bit of like a kind of push and pull energy for us all within all of that. And so, on the one hand, you may be feeling like you want to move forward with stuff, but on the other hand, you kind of feel that you're being pulled back, and somehow you're feeling stopped from moving forward. The best thing to do with when you're in this sort of grand cross energy is literally just to stay still and do nothing whilst everything's playing out around you. So what I mean by that is literally go into your heart, go into, how you're feeling, but I wouldn't suggest you move forward with anything. Now that's not, after about the 22nd, 23rd, you'll probably got a lot more clarity. And then you'll probably feel like moving forward. But right now, it would be totally normal if you are feeling a little stuck. Like I said, I think probably a lot of us are feeling very tired and fatigued anyway. So just go with it. Just let that be. And allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. And then see how you feel next week. So what I'm also sensing is a lot around self-worth and value. So like what is important to you. This is a great time, just because it's this feeling of not being able to move forward, it's supporting us all to get real clear as to what really is important. Like, what's important to you? What do you value? And also how you value yourself. How do you look after yourself? How do you nurture yourself? How much do you value yourself? And you might find that you'll start to piece together or sense where you may have been giving your power away to other people or away to situations. You may get a sense where you have been not honouring yourself as much as you could, not valuing yourself as much as you could. And so this new moon, it would be an amazing opportunity to really refine your self-worth and self-love, really, and look at shifting your identity around all of that. It would be a perfect time, an absolute perfect time for doing that. We are, this as I said, May is a very, very intense month, and a lot of us are moving into really anchoring more of new earth within ourselves. And so it is really important that our self-worth and how we value ourselves is in the highest possible way. And what I mean by that is that so often we can place our self-worth onto other people, onto what we own, onto what we do, and all of that is not everlasting, shall we say. And so by getting and really tapping in and owning your self-worth and valuing yourself in a whole new way is almost an anchor stone, I feel, to birthing new earth. And that's going to support each one of us so much as we do that within ourselves. So I do feel, if you have been feeling as if you're not good enough, if you've been feeling that you've been giving your power away a little bit to situations, to other people, like concerned about what other people think about you, and a lot of this could be so subtle because it's just how you've always kind of been, right? So this certain aspects of this may be highlighted for you, which is such a positive thing, because once you can start to see it, that's when you can actually shift it and change it. So it's often, especially when it comes to manifestation, especially when it comes to living new earth and living in higher and higher vibration, such a big part of that is around self-worth. It really is. And it's so often we don't even realize it. We don't even realize that we have those aspects within us until we get triggered. And so I do feel over the eclipse, over this whole eclipse, that might have been highlighted for you, and you never, in a sense where you've never kind of realized that before or felt it in that way before. And just know it's just enabling you to reevaluate and anchor in more, it's like a reclaiming back your self-worth and your value. So for the new moon healing that I'll be facilitating on Saturday at 11 o'clock, I will be doing a live healing, and the activation that I will be channeling through is going to be all around self-worth. So I know that anyone with Chiron in Aries will really resonate with what I'm saying anyway, because for the Chiron in Aries, that self-worth and rejection and abandonment can be something that you can feel at times when your Chiron is activated, but also we are globally in Chiron in Aries. So that means everybody will be triggered around their self-worth at certain times. So we will be working with that. There will be an activation around that for you to support you to integrate more self-worth within yourself. I'll also be giving recommendations for this month, and it is just, as with every new moon, is that whole new beginning. So it's going to be interesting after the 2 eclipses that we've had, what's going to come through for you from having come through this eclipse portal, and then with these whole new beginnings coming through. So if you are part of my temple membership on the Activate plan, then this is all part of what you receive. If this is calling you, if this, you feel this is resonating with you, then you are very welcome to join us inside the temple membership on the Activate plan. Within the membership, on the Activate plan, you get the full moon as well, which is a purification ceremony that I do every month. Also, there's about 70 frequency meditations, and really the temple for me was birthed to support each one of us with our daily rituals and our daily practices, because it's really on the day-to-day energy work that you do on yourself through the frequency meditations, and also the energy work that you'll receive twice a month from me. That is where the shifts really happen. They don't happen in your head by reading loads of books and knowing loads of stuff. They actually happen in the moment to moment. So it's really learning all around the decoding and recoding process. It's learning how to work with energy, and you'll also receive energy. I also give recommendations, and you just have that support, So whatever's going on, there will always be a frequency meditation there for you to put on to be able to shift your energy in the moment, which is highly, highly empowering, because it's supporting you to shift. Because at the end of the day, it's all about your frequency, right? It's all about the frequency that you are resonating, and you shift your frequency through moment to moment decoding and recoding, and also by being able to have energy run through you that shifts your energy field. And really that's what the temple is there for you to do, and to support you. So if you do feel guided and you know that this is going to, well, I just feel you'll know, it just feels right. So I'll put the link there below for you, and you just join if it's calling you. Okay, take care, lots of love, bye.